Welcome to today's release review. In this review we will take a look at our new AEOS 2019.1 release. My name is Bob Dijkman, this is Wesley Keestra, and in this review we will take a look at our new AEOS dashboard and we will see how we secured the communication with the database. We've implemented OSTP secure channel on our door controller. We will take a look at our transparent card readers. We will see how we improve the user management on our door controllers, and we will end this review with AEOS upgrade assurance. So we have a lot of topics to discuss. Let's get started. We have developed our dashboard for those users who use AEOS in their daily work activities, like reception desk employees or security guards. They don't need to create doors, they want to control the doors. And maybe a nice fact to tell you here is that the most often carry out activity in the dashboard is to hand out a temporary badge to an employee who has forgotten his badge. So we've designed our dashboard in such a way that those types of activities can be done as easy and as quick as possible. Wesley, can you tell us a bit more about the new dashboard?
Of course. The first thing you will see when looking at the dashboard is the redesign. It has a complete new look and feel, and during this redesign we kept focus on the screen layout, icons and colors, keeping in mind the clarity and ease of use for the end users. Under the surface, some technical enhancements has been made, which result in a much faster working environment. And searching an employee or replacing a temporary badge are now much faster compared to the old dashboard. Let's have a look. So here we see the dashboard. We simply click the badge button and choose replace. Next, we search the person and click next. Select a reason, the badge type, and enter the new temporary badge. The dashboard is based on the latest HTML5 technology, as HTML5 is more secure, faster, and supported by almost all the browsers.
Overall, a great look and feel, which will give a great user experience for our end users. And on top of that, it's even faster and more secure. So that's about our new dashboard. Let's move on to the next topic. And the next topic is all about security. And of course, security is a top priority within AEOS, both the physical part of it and the cybersecurity part of it. So when we look at the architecture of AEOS, we see different elements there. When we see on the top, we have the server level, which consists of the dashboard, the server and the database. And below that, we see the components at the door, like door controllers and card readers. A question which then pops up in my mind is, how do we secure all those different elements? And how do we meet up the standards and demands of our customers? Wesley, can you tell us a bit more about that, please?
Yes, of course. Let me make it real easy. It's up to you. And although cybersecurity isn't something new in AEOS, in the 2019.1 we have made a lot of improvements to meet up to the level of security you would like. Depending on your needs, you can select the elements, whether you want to secure the dashboard, the server, the database, or the controller level. You are in control. And maybe it's not something you want to deal with today, therefore AEOS can and will grow along with you towards the future.
Okay, so that sounds nice. So you're talking about securing all those different elements of AEOS. What does that mean in practice?
Let's have a look at an example. The AEOS interface is a web-based application, meaning it's provided to the receptions and the guards via their web browser. And we secured this line between the workstations and the server for quite some versions already, via TLS. This can be secured by using the default generated certificates or your own company certificates.
Okay, so this is a bit like when I visit the website from my bank, then I see the log and the green bar on top, then I know that I'm on a safe and secure page.
Yeah, exactly like that. And in the 2019.1 release, we extended this security also towards the database. Not that we secure the database, but we secure the communication between server and database. Again, here it's the same story. You can secure them by the default certificates or your own company certificates.
Okay, so when I look at this picture, then I get the feeling that AEOS is on server side pretty secured already. But how about the security at the controller and door side, so with the card readers?
New in 2019.1 is OSTP version 2, or also called OSTP secure channel, meaning third-party card readers can be secured via the OSTP protocol to our controllers. OSTP is one way of securing the card readers, but have you heard about the transparent reader already?
Yes, I have. I know it's common practice in access control that it is the card reader that stores the card key. So when you present your card to the reader, it's the reader that decrypts that information on the card and sends that information to the rest of the access control system. So in order to be able to do so, it's the card reader that needs to store that card reader in itself. So my guess is that transparent readers have something to do with that. Am I right?
Yes, that's quite correct, Bob. But we prefer that the card reader doesn't contain any card details at all. Because then it also needs to be programmed, and you need to share keys and other card sensitive data with others and maybe outside your organization. By making this card reader transparent, we do not store the card keys in the card reader, but we store it in the door controller. And since the door controller is placed on the safe side of the door, your card keys and other data is safe as well. And in the 2019 one, we have created a very nice user interface which makes you in control of configuring this card key and other data. Meaning the cards and the card keys are safe within your organization.
Okay, Wesley, so that was quite a lot about security and card readers. Do you think it's possible that we can do a small recap?
Yes, of course we can. Let's do a recap in 4 scenarios. The user interface is secured for quite some time already. And as of 2019.1, the database is as well. The communication with the card readers can be secured, for example, via OSTP Secure. The card key is then still stored in the reader. Another way is the transparent reader. And with the new user interface, it's very easy to make card readers transparent. So saving your card details on the controller instead of the reader. That's for the card readers, but we can add another level of security, which is for the door controller. It's called Secure Mode, where we secure the communication between the door controller and the server. And this can be done by using the default certificates.
Thanks for explaining. This all adds up. And we already have our AEOS end-to-end high secure solution, which can be added to this overview as well. The great thing is you can achieve this step by step. It's good to see that you can realize solutions of different security levels with the already existing AEOS Blue hardware in your building. Maybe it's not something you want to deal with now, but with AEOS in place, you are ready for the future.
Let's go back to the release, Bob. Another new feature in the 2019.1 is the user management on door controllers. In AEOS, you can already assign who can log in and access different doors, templates and card holders. But at door controller level, we up till now only had one username and password.
So you are either allowed to enter all door controllers or none. And this has changed in AEOS 2019.1, but what does that mean for our customers?
So in AEOS, you have your system users like John the guard, Jane the receptionist, or Mike the service engineer. And up from 2019.1, you could give those user accounts the rights to log in on door controllers. Let's say you have a dedicated service engineer per location. Mike is your service engineer for London, and if you give him the correct user function, he can then log in with his username and password to all controllers in this location. You simply create a controller filter and assign them to the user. And on top of that, you can keep track of who made changes to which controllers. In upcoming releases, we will extend this functionality by also letting our users determine what an individual user is allowed to do on which controller.
So more to come then in the future. As mentioned in the beginning of this release review, AEOS has a new numbering. We decided to incorporate the year of the release with our AEOS numbering. This way it's much easier for you to see when an AEOS version is released. The first part of the new numbering exists of the year of the release and the number of that release in that year. The third digit, or the second part of the numbering, consists of the update. Updates can be installed without the need of restarting your controllers, so basically without any interruptions of your daily businesses. We believe it's important for you as a customer to stay up to date. We see that the world around us changes, and also the threats to which IT systems are exposed also change. By staying up to date, you make sure that you are secured against those new threats. And we offer you AEOS Upgrade Assurance. This Upgrade Assurance program is the easiest way for you to stay up to date. It's also the easiest way for you to explore all new functionalities and possibilities of AEOS 2019.1.
So as you can see, our developers really added a lot of value to the new release.
Indeed, a lot of work has been done and we are really proud of the results.
Thank you for watching, and please visit our website or our partner portal to find out more about the new release.